Captain Underpants and the Crocobat Butterfly Conundrum Blunder by George Beard and Harold Hutchins. So, recess is the time for fun with running and jumping, and heads up and slow down and throw me the ball and no, it's my ball, get your own ball, and bleeding knees. Weedy and chalk and stuff. So much fun. But one day there was a smart kid who loved science and hated fun. Let's call him Nelvin. And he was all like, "Stop the fun, you word! No one knows." And then he built a machine that Bazak made crocobats, which are half crocodile, half bats, and awesome. But they ruined recess by swooping around with their fangs. Swoop, swoop. Luckily, Captain Underpants was flying by, and he was all, "I'm afraid of crocodiles and bats." But for some reason, crocobats are fine. So he swooped down, swoop, and he twirled some undies so fast that he opened a wedgie wormhole. And he herded the crocobats into the wedgie wormhole like a crocobat cowboy. Yeehaw! And they went somewhere else far away, so like, don't worry about it. And the kids were so happy. Yay! And George and Harold, who were pretty comic, wanted to celebrate, so they borrowed Nelvin's machine, and they combined butts and flies to make butterflies. Because that's quality comedy right there. Ding! So even though the butterflies were hilarious, I mean flying butts, right? They were also dangerous and crazy, and they chased all the kids into the cafeteria. And the kids were like, "We're safe because we closed the doors." But the butterflies ate through the walls like hungry lawnmowers. Crunch, crunch. But it all worked out fine, because Captain Underpants stopped the butterflies too. Wham! Slank! Horse jockey! So there is nothing to know about it, and everyone keeps a cool head and doesn't lose it. George and Harold were sorry, even though it was Nelvin's machine, but they used it. But there was no reason to blame Nelvin, even though nothing would have happened without the machine. George and Harold felt so bad. They got everyone ice cream and wave zoomers. It was over. So good thing everyone forget about them and didn't hand them over to the butt monsters. Okay, the end.